It's time for the Manhattan Pizza postgame show on the Gameday Broadcast Network. Manhattan Pizza, serving the best dang pizza in town. Now let's rejoin the broadcast team on the Gameday Broadcast Network.
And we welcome you back to our Manhattan Pizza postgame report. Andy Hayes alongside George Khalsa, where tonight the Loudoun Valley Vikings advanced to the state playoffs with a 70-49 win. George, it didn't look pretty in the beginning.
No,
but Loudoun Valley pulled out big time. In this game, the score is going to look a little bit different than maybe how this game really was.
Well, here's an unusual statistic. Quarter number 2 and 3, Monticello outscored Loudoun Valley 27-25, and that seems almost impossible in a game in which Loudoun Valley wins 70-49, but they outscored Monticello 45-22 in quarters 1 and 4. They were hot. They looked great. My advice to head coach Chad Dawson is don't even show the film on the second and third quarter. Forget about that.
Well, the big difference in the second half is Paul Rowley played the entire second half almost, and he was out of that second quarter for an extended period of time with 3 fouls as we're watching game footage here in the second half. When Rowley came back in right from the third quarter start, he made a difference. He scored the first 5 points, including a three-pointer, and he finished tonight with 23. His impact was seen, I think, by everybody in this building. When he left the game, it was a different team, and that's when Monticello was able to start their comeback.
This is a case where the impact of a player might be even more obvious when he's not in the game, because Loudoun Valley's half-court offense could do nothing.
Yeah, and I tell you, that says something. The quickness, the competitiveness of Monticello, that was a positive tonight for Coach Shelton, but ultimately the ball movement, the defense was stepped up by Loudoun Valley in the second half, and they answered that intensity that Monticello played with in the first half, which allowed them to pull away with this big win tonight. And I think coming away, if you're Chad Dawson, you're impressed with how the team played when things were a little tight, because some teams with the state playoff bid on the line would kind of start to get tight a little bit. That's not what happened.
Well, with a minute 43 left in the third quarter, Monticello is down by 5 points. So Monticello's hanging around, and one offensive outburst from them, they're back in this contest. But that's where Loudoun Valley dug in their heels, and their offense exploded. 29 points in the fourth quarter, and so a 70-49 victory. Looks like an easy one. It's sure not as easy as the score would indicate.
Well, Paul Rowley, our player of the game tonight, after that big shot he hit the other night, comes back with 23. And I'll tell you, the dunks at the end, did this place erupt or what? I mean, this young guy, he knows how to get the jungle fired up.
Yeah, there's nothing like it when you see a kid like him throw it down with authority.
And this is what I love most about him. He's in the open court, gives it up to freshman Trey McDyer. You just don't see many guys like that.
No.
Unselfish, helping their teammates out.
And there was Cameron Kiani, just kept dribbling, and the offense, the Red Sea opened, and he went right to the hole. He had a very good game, scoring 10 points.
Yeah, no question about it as we continue to watch our highlights here. For Monticello, Jaleel Mosley was our player of the game for them. He was outstanding in this one, and, I think Monticello a little bit overmatched the size, the competitiveness of Valley taking over late in this game to extend this lead out to 21 points. But ultimately, it was this right here that got the gym going nuts.
Oh, yeah.
And he would follow that with another dunk. I think we're watching a team that could go get into the mix down in Richmond, George. What are your thoughts about this Viking club?
Absolutely. I think what Monticello saw tonight was a team that has big men that can run the entire floor. That's unusual.
Right, and they can all score. Josh Grimard, outstanding night, struggled early, found the niche toward the end of the night, and he was hitting from outside. Javon Miller with a great night as well. And Cameron Kiani, who never gets all the pub, but continually puts out good effort.
Solid
every
game,
single game.
Great defense. He takes a charge. And when a team needs a couple of points, he makes a good shot. Every shot he takes is a high percentage shot.
Well, Chad Dawson, head coach of the Vikings, came by right afterwards, gave us the old fist pump. They're back in the state playoffs. They wanted that after last year's defeat. They wanted another shot. Now they're in Division III, and they're awaiting the final outcome of the Hanley-Western Albemarle game. They want more than anything to host the regional final on Saturday night. Can you imagine the electricity in this building if that happens?
I hope we can be here because that will be a great game.
Oh, no doubt about it. Hey, we'd like to thank you for watching this game here on the Game Day Broadcast Network. For my colleague, George Khalsa, I'm Andy Hayes. Our final score tonight, 70-49. The Vikings moving into the state playoffs. They'll play for the regional title on Saturday here in Division III.
I think in the second half we decided to move the ball, play team basketball, and play defense, and that's been our MO for the whole year, so we got back to that.
What was the message at halftime from Coach Dawson?
Effort. Get out and play effort. You got 60 minutes left or it's done, so win or go home.
All right, last year, the state playoffs, so you were there, you got knocked out. How important is it now to know that you're going back with another shot?
It's real important because for me it's my last shot. I think we have a little experience now, so I think we're excited and have a little momentum going through to state playoffs.
All right, regional championship. I know the Jungle wants it here on Saturday night, but it's going to be a tough game no matter what.
Of course, but I mean, we've got a great fan base. I'm sure they'll go out no matter where it is.
Here with Paul Rowley, our player of the game tonight, 23 points. Paul, a little foul trouble early, man. What happened out there?
They were calling a tight game, and I didn't really respond too well, and I don't know, figured it out in the second half.
Yeah, second half you guys come out and you scored 5 of the first 7 points for your team. Talk a little bit about what Coach Dawson said to you about to get things going.
We wanted to control the tempo. We wanted to play our game. We wanted to run, but under control. We don't want to get in the wild run and gun type game with them, and I think we did that very well.
Obviously, other guys stepped up here tonight, but the one key thing that continually happens with the team is you guys share the ball. All the dunks and everything are great, but the one thing I loved tonight was watching you share it with Trey McDyer. Just talk about the unselfishness you guys have.
I mean, there's everybody on this team is. I can't pick a single kid I don't like. I mean, I'd rather see anybody else score but myself. I mean, I can't speak enough about how great a group of the guys this is. I'm just happy I get to spend more time with them.
All right, so talk a little bit about those 2 dunks. First one, no look pass, and the place went nuts.
That's once again that's my man Josh. Unselfish play. I love it. I got nothing.
you feed off that, don't you? I mean, the other night you win the game on the last second shot to get to this one here. I know you're happy to see the score a little bit larger tonight, right?
Yeah, much safer. I prefer a 20-point win any day.
All right, last year you guys get in the state playoffs and it was one and done. This year you know you're in, but you got to go win the regional title to host a game or be close up here. How much does that mean to you?
I think it means a lot. I think last year everything was new, and we were just happy to be there, and we're not just happy to be there this year. I mean, we want to win a state championship, and anything less than that's failure. And I think we're ready, and we're not gonna slip up or let up this year.
All right, buddy. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.